Coming to you from his downtown Denver studio, here's the Backstage Jazz Radio Show with your host, Steve Roby.
Welcome, friends at home and friends in the studio. This is the Backstage Jazz Show, and I'm Steve Roby. My guest today is award-winning jazz pianist and composer Emmet Cohen. We'll talk about his current release, Master Legacy Series Volume 5, and his upcoming concert at the Newman Center for the Performing Arts, which happens on Saturday, February 3rd. Hey, I was fascinated by a recent quote where you said one of your main goals is to invite people into the music who may not have known they liked jazz. And you've been doing that with your Master Legacy series. Can you tell our listeners about that series and the latest volume with Houston Person?
People often come up to you after a concert and say, or a gig somewhere and say, I didn't know I liked jazz, but I liked what you did. Or I never thought I liked jazz, but you guys made me feel good or something like that. So I always think of that comment, and it makes me smile. Shows people that there's something in the music for everyone. And through the music, I had discovered a link to the ancestors, really, on a gig when I first went to New York. We went down to the Kennedy Center with the Dizzy Gillespie Alumni Orchestra, and Jimmy Heath was playing tenor in the big band, and I sat in kind of caddy corner to Jimmy Heath on the bus. And he's telling all these stories about John Coltrane and lending Charlie Parker his horn and just all these other things in Philadelphia growing up. And I just felt this extreme connection to the music that I had been studying jazz for a while, but I hadn't really experienced that side of it. Like, wow, these are real human beings who went through insane struggles to play this music and how it developed and all that. And so I said, man, I got to be around the jazz masters as much as I can. So started a project that was designed to pair together young serious musicians and the jazz masters, and that was called the Master's Legacy Series. And it's a collection of interviews, live performances, and of course recorded albums with the jazz legends and younger musicians. Kind of focuses on the two-way street that is how each group benefits. Obviously the younger generation, especially me, I've benefited insanely from the mentorship and from the lessons and all the wisdom. But I think the jazz masters also benefit. It's great to be around young energy, good to be affirmed, the vitality that's involved. So that's what the project is about. We did 5 volumes. The first one with Jimmy Cobb, second one with Ron Carter, the third one with Benny Golson and Judy Heath, and the fourth one was with George Coleman, and we just put out the fifth one, fantastic tenor saxophone player, and who I've had a lot of opportunities to work with over the years. I met him on the jazz group maybe 12 to 13 years ago, and we developed a friendship very slowly. And when we finally did play together, it was a great connection, and we decided we needed to do it more, and we needed to document it.
Well, let's play a few tracks from the latest album in the series. First up is a song called Isn't It Romantic? What can you tell us about this track?
I think that's something that's largely forgotten about, especially in the younger generations. It's like, jazz was really supposed to be romantic. It's supposed to be danced to. The song is a good reminder that we like to make it danceable. We like to make it attainable, and we like to show that side of the music. Maybe when you start playing this tune, the old couple in the corner lights up and start dancing, remembering something nostalgic in the old times, and the song is a good vehicle for it.
Well, let's give a listen to it now. This is Isn't It Romantic? This is Emmet Cohen and Houston Person. You're listening to Backstage Jazz. My guest today is jazz pianist Emmet Cohen. We're talking about his latest release called Master Legacy Volume 5 with Houston Person. Emmet, tell me about this next song we're going to hear. It's called Just the Way You Are. What would you like to share about this one?
Man, I just really love the song. I love playing in that style, and not so many people take that song and swing the heck out of it. Yeah, I just really kind of fell in love with that song and gave it a whole new twist with Billy Joel.
Who's joining you on the track?
That is Carl Poole on the drum, Sushi Nakamura on the bass.
This is Backstage Jazz, and my guest today is award-winning jazz pianist Emmet Cohen. I understand you're heading out on tour today. Tell me about the tour and what your fans could look forward to at your upcoming performance at the Newman Center.
I will be heading out in the morning and going to Arizona, playing the Tucson Festival, and also the Men, the musical instrument in Phoenix. Heading down to Miami and doing a show we call Emmett's Place Miami, and then getting on the jazz cruise from there for a week at sea. And from the cruise, I had actually went to Cuba, and from there going to Wilmington, North Carolina, and then finally last stop on the tour, Denver. So I'll be really warmed up by the time I get to Denver. At the Newman Center, I got Ruben Rogers on bass and Kyle Poole on drums. I think it should be a lovely show where we're playing some new stuff. We recorded a new album, and I got some brand new music.
Well, we're all excited for you to make your return back to Denver here. And let me remind our listeners, the Emmet Cohen Trio will perform at the Newman Center for the Performing Arts on Saturday, February 3rd at 7:30 p.m. For tickets and more information, please visit newmancenterpresents.com or call 303-871-7720. Thanks for your time today, Emmet, and we look forward to seeing you soon in Denver.
Well, thank you so much.
If you're enjoying the Backstage Jazz Show, we'd love for you to like, subscribe, and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. And now, back to the show.
The Backstage Jazz Show was recorded at Little Raven Studios in downtown Denver, and our producer was Craig Stevens. You can find Backstage Jazz wherever you listen to podcasts. Be sure to stop by our website, backstage-jazz.com, where all past and current episodes have been archived. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can email us at backstagejazz@fastmail.com. This is Steve Roby. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Backstage Jazz.
You've been listening to the Backstage Jazz Show. Join us next time for more great jazz and interviews with your favorite musicians.